All right, Coach. Coach Josh Pastner joins us here on another night in the Mountain West, fresh off of his Rebels 82-75 win, your second in a row, Coach. Listen, the last couple games, you didn't make it easy down the stretch, a little bit more comfortable here at the end. Speak about your team's effort tonight. What did you like?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm a big fan of Tim Miles. I love Tim Miles. I think he's such a great coach, great man. I think they're a good basketball team, San Jose State. They're better than their record. But look, here's what I would say. We've been struck with massive injuries. Our starting point guard, our starting center. I mean, that really affected us. And our record isn't what we want it to be, but we have gotten better from where we were at the start of the year. I think offensively, we're really playing at a high clip right now, at a high rate. The way the ball's moving, we're not giving it a headache. We're not massaging it. We're making 0.5 decisions. We're playing at a really high level offensively, and we're getting better defensively. Part of that, like the Grand Canyon game, our 5 men really were great in the combat zone and was, in the paint there. And they gave us such a great lift. Today, we had to go a little smaller just because the way San Jose State, the way they were shooting the 3, especially from their 5 spot. But, we found a way to win. Winning is hard. And in the end, got ourselves a good win. And we know we got another big-time test on Friday at Boise State. They're playing as well as anybody, not only in this league, but west of the Mississippi as well, too. I mean, they're a really good team, very well coached, and we'll have to be ready to go Friday night.
So you mentioned some injuries, and you got a key guy back tonight in Tyron Jones. He didn't, off the bench, 24 minutes. You had to be happy with that. I think 13 points and 4 boards. They caught the TV crews caught you in the huddle in one of your timeouts early on, stressing for your guys to attack the paint because they, being San Jose State, they don't have any shot blockers. You have one of your own. I didn't really see the final shot blocking stats tonight, but man, you could tell it was tough sledding in the paint for them. And when you got Tyron back there blocking shots, man, does it make a difference? What did you see from him tonight?
Yeah, he had 3 block shots. Really proud of Tyron. Obviously, he's been out since. Look, Miles Shea and Lodgy, our starting point guard and center, have been out the entire season. I mean, take anyone starting center and point guard off their roster, and it's a different deal. It's not easy. Mm-hmm. Tyron's been out since the first minute of our New Mexico game about 5-6 games ago, and finally came back, and he made a big difference this evening. He had 3 block shots as well. And look, one thing that we do is we get to the paint. We do drive that ball. We do try to live in the paint. We were better tonight defensively without fouling, especially Kamani Hamilton. Mm-hmm. He defended without fouling. I was so proud of him on that. And obviously Dravian Gibbs Lawhorn's playing as well as anybody as well too. And just been it was a really good win. Winning's hard. I don't care who you're playing. Winning's hard. And this is a really good basketball league with really good coaches and really good players.
Yeah, I echo everything you said right there. And you mentioned Gibbs Lawhorn. I was going to just talk about him for a second. He probably only did not win Player of the Week last week because the guy that you're going to see on Friday really was on fire, and Dylan Andrews. And you mentioned Boise. So, kind of a tough scheduling spot for you. They have off here in the midweek. You're going to go up there, so they're a little bit rested. You're going to have a short turnaround. What's it going to take for you guys to go up there and get the season sweep? They'll want to get a little bit of payback for you guys knocking them off about a month ago. What's it going to take for you guys to get the job done up in Boise on Friday night?
Yeah, Dravian Gibbs Lawhorns, the last 2 games has played 80 minutes. I haven't taken him out. I mean, he's in such great physical condition. And I'm a big believer, to be an elite level athlete, it's all about conditioning. It's all about the VO2 max, the cardiovascular heart rate. Like, you've got to be in good enough shape to be able to ride in the Tour de France 8 hours on a bike in the Alps. And I really believe, I don't think Dre's not going to win the Tour de France, but he's in good enough cardio shape that he can ride on a Tour de France at some times in the Alps uphill on a bike. That's all about VO2 max cardiovascular conditioning, and he's at a high level. And he's not only him, but everybody's going to have to be really good on Friday night against a really good Boise State team. As I mentioned earlier, Leon Rice, one of the best coaches in the country, and we know they've had the week off. They're playing as well as anybody. It's going to be a hostile environment. we're just going to be at a very high level and excited for the opportunity Friday in Boise.
Absolutely. All right, Coach, I'll get you out of here on this one. Just one thing. Take us inside the mind of a coach when, you have your assistants who take care of your scouts and stuff. And San Jose State tonight, obviously shorthanded as well. They got a guy, Mupa Daly, who has played like no minutes all year, has scored like 20 points all year. He fires like 3 threes in the first half. Are you looking down the bench at your assistants and like, who is this guy and why wasn't he on our scouting report? What goes through your mind when something like that happens?
No, it's just, hey, I was just like, this is the year it's been for us this year. It's been a roller coaster ride. And I just said, we're just still on the roller coaster. What the heck? It's just kind of how it is. And every game is unique. Like you said, he came in, hit 2 3. He's had 2 made threes on the entire year.
Right.
And one of them was against us the first time we played him. And so, hey, he's there. Like I said, they came in fire and they were 7 from 15 from 3 in the first half. But we won the game because of our defense. The second half, we held them to 33% from the field. And overall, we held them to 38% from the field overall. And I think the kid Garland, man, is he a good player. Woof, is he good. He's really good.
Yeah, well, you guys handle both ends of the floor because Miles threw the zone at you then when their man was not effective against you guys, and you guys really kind of spread the floor out and moved the ball well against the zone. So I think you should be happy.
Walter Brown gave us really good minutes in that time as well too.
Absolutely, yeah. Both ends of the floor, you guys are pretty efficient tonight. All right, well, Coach, go enjoy this one. 2 wins in a row for the Rebels. Short turnaround. We'll see you Friday night up in Boise, and we'll talk to you again. Best of luck.
Hey, and really appreciate the coverage on the Mountain West. And I know teams are leaving after this year. I hope you stay with it and continue to cover the Mountain West. You don't go to the Pac-12 or anything. You continue the coverage. It's important for our conference. We need to get as much coverage as we can. Yes, we have to win. All of us have to. I get that. We all get that. But the coverage of our conference is so important, and you do a great job. This is a really good basketball conference, and it's probably underrated. And so I really just want to say thank you from our side for the coverage that you give us.
Well, I appreciate that, Coach. And look, you deserve the coverage because, as you mentioned, the conference is outstanding. That's why I enjoy doing it. So we'll keep watching, and hopefully we'll talk to you again after another big win down the stretch here.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Bye-bye.